All right, we're going to talk NFL here. There was a story that the Pro Bowl could be eliminated. Is this right, Babyface? The NFL is considering other options, and I don't think anyone would have a problem with this. The players get a free trip to Hawaii.
Not anymore.
It's not even Hawaii anymore.
No, they move it around.
Right,
Vegas, they were in Orlando.
That's right. All right, so it's at a desirable destination, nonetheless.
Orlando.
Right? It isn't. Was it Orlando last year? No, that was Vegas.
It was for sure Orlando, and
all right.
It was Vegas last year.
Number one, move the shit back to Hawaii. Okay, that's good. But yeah, there's, and Funhouse is good. He'll show like, what? We're gonna miss this, and he'll have a clip of Le'Veon Bell in 2016 with a 3-yard run and getting hugged in the hole, and the whistles blow. So that's not it. So you can't have tackle football and not have tackle football. Do we agree on that?
Yeah. I mean, everybody has been on board with that. Raj is the one who has stood in the way of that for too long.
Raj from What's Happening?
Yeah. Hey.
What the hell?
Yeah. Do you want me to do the rerun dance? I can do it.
Yeah. I was a Dwayne guy, but go ahead.
Were you? I know. Well,
D was the best.
D is, of course. I think if you watched
fellas.
it all, I think you know.
Martin, you missed out on that, I think. You don't know what we're talking about.
No.
Great show.
D is a top 5 funny supporting cast member in the history of
Sorry, this is Old Man and Cast, but we're about to jump into Old Man and Cast even more on my take on what we should do. But go ahead. What should we do? Well, I mean, because nobody wants to watch anybody tear their ACL playing non-tackle football. Right.
Contact sports do not need all-star games, and hockey has kind of gone that way too. They don't touch each other in hockey games anyway, but football is what we're talking.
Yep.
It's what I've said now. You heard me say this for 20 years now. The answer is so obvious. Do away with this bum game and instead play the two bummest teams in the league. 1 and 2, worst records, play each other. The winner gets the first overall pick in the draft. Now we're talking. Now, here's what cynics say. Peter King once said this when I brought this up to him, name drop, about 15, 20 years ago. I floated this idea to him. He said, but what incentive does the incumbent quarterback
Who's the quarterback?
have?
Yes.
Right. Why would he win the game if presumably in the QB league you're going to draft his replacement? I don't know. Same thing as like, well, we're a run-based team and we're playing in the playoffs, the best run defense in the league. Hey, coach, figure it out. That's not my job to tell you what your strategy should be. But
I think you need to address that. I think that's a legitimate point. I don't think it's I don't know.
If you go ahead and take, but you know why? Because if you ask pro football players, how do you get up for a game when your team is 1-11? Like what incentive do you have? They said, because I'm putting it on tape and I want to play after this year.
All right.
And if I tank the game, then no one's ever going to sign me.
What would that look
That's
like?
the answer.
It would be Jared Goff again. Who would it have been this year?
It would have been
Jags and Lions.
Right. Okay.
And people say, who would care about that game? Answer, every single person who likes watching football. As though people wouldn't tune in to see who gets the first overall pick.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, I've talked to guys like Sean O'Hara about this, the former Giant, and he balks because you would never get the NFLPA to sign off on that. What incentive do you have for playing? Same thing as the Pro Bowl or playoff games. You get paid to play in it. That's what your incentive is. We're going to give you an extra $40K for playing in this game. I don't think you'll get much resistance once you do that. This is a banner idea. Play it on a burnt-out JV field where they deserve to be because they're bum teams. And that's it. And I'd love to hear.
I think there's a lot that. Well, there's holes to get there, but I agree. There's going to be a lot of these ideas. What's your idea?
Speaking of name drops, I didn't know this existed until Chris Carter showed me this on his phone. But I want to bring back athletes playing other sports. The '92 Foot Locker dunk contest had Michael Irvin, Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., and Chris Carter. While we'll continue this episode of the Old Manny Cast with a special, appearance from me. But watching,
I'm going to go even further back.
Well, I was 3 years old when this happened.
That's your problem.
I didn't. Well, I just don't remember. I don't have the memory or the institutional knowledge behind it. But I think it would be cool to see like offensive and defensive linemen doing a dunk contest. I think that we would be surprised to see. I think the average person would be surprised to see the athleticism that some of these guys.
I guess, but dunk contests suck because of the scoring.
Well, that's
even with the best players.
Dunk contests suck because we're expecting people who are like, because we expect the Donovan Mitchells of the world to be able to nail it from the free throw line.
All right.
Like if if Aaron Donald came through and did a 360 dunk, I feel like everybody would be like, yo, how did he just do that? He's Aaron Donald.
Marty, little advice. Go on YouTube. See if you can find ABC Superstars.
Hold on. This is my thing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Well, I just want to expand on it because I think that could be one event. ABC Superstars and Battle of the Network Stars. Both ABC, right? Which I think the Pro Bowl, I wasn't even sure where the Pro Bowl was, but I think it's still ABC, ESPN, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Just make that nice little pivot. Shaq, it was some of the greatest moments of our childhood. It is weird that some of the great most memorable sports moments of our childhood were from these two shows. Robert Conrad, right? Gabe Kaplan running the relay race. That was a big
That's how
thing.
we met Tom Selleck, really. Before Magnum PI actually premiered, that was on. It was like, who is this? Oh, he's going to be the star of the big new show on CBS.
Yeah.
Magnum PI.
Those were the network stars pitted against each other. The superstars were stars in various sports competing against each other.
But
Ronaldo,
the best, but not like guy, he's in the NFL. No. It was Tony Dorsett. It was Lynn Swann. It was the best athletes in the best sports.
Yeah. Ronaldo Nehemiah scaling the wall without using the rope was a very big moment, benchmark moment. That was big. The Conrad race, throw some Evel Knievel stunts in there. I know it's not what we're talking about. Those were as big as any actual sporting event that we could remember in the early 80s.
Yeah,
Bring
Heather Locklear and the
back.
dunk tank and all that cute stuff with Howard Cosell calling the action. Let's not
Bring it
forget
back.
that linchpin.
Howard Cosell.
But
do the
Marty
sports.
and otherwise, look this up on YouTube. It was and like Sal's saying, it was all sports. It wasn't a dunk contest. It was like closest to the pin. They bowled.
Well, I'll tell you what it is.
Bicycles.
I have it right here. This is Superstars. 100-yard dash, 800-meter run, obstacle course, weightlifting, bowling, rowing, tennis, basketball, bicycle racing, and swimming. Martin, throw your idea in there for the dunk contest. Maybe take a few of these out. Maybe add some. And you got yourself a great competition. You got yourself a great weekend. That, and then do a foolish one, too. Like chicken wing eating. That's part of the obstacle course. Whoever can eat 10 first, and then hop a wall, and then bottle flipping and fidget spinning. I don't know, but 2022 it up if you have to.
Do it drunk. Right,
Yeah,
whatever.
Do it up. But there's one serious sports competition, then there's one silly one. That's a great weekend. That's in place of the Pro Bowl. That's what I'm.
And of course, as you mentioned, the signature event was not the existing sports. Rather, you know what they would was the obstacle course where they would jump a wall, swing on a rope across water,
That's
and all
what
that.
I'm saying, Nehemiah.
But do you remember they would also do team competitions? They would do the Yankees against the Steelers and the Steelers against the Cowboys.
Right.
And they would do a tug of war. The whole team would do a tug of war against each other. Oh, it was positively captivating.
Martin's falling asleep. All right.
And they would do the rowing. They would go out in the sea
Shaq,
and
let me
they'd
ask you
row
this.
with boats against each other.
I wasn't falling asleep. I was just thinking that.
Napping. Oh,
Well,
I don't want to say full.
I think
Not like a
sports-
full sleep. I think you could have woken yourself
I think
up.
that you guys will probably agree with this take, but I think that sports were better in like before. Like I don't have a date. I'll find a date.
1954.
No, but like, I like better like before like 1997 or 8 or something like that, where like the idea like there's no like icky shuffle now. There's no.
It was fun.
There's bad the song that the Bears had. I can't remember the '85 Bears.
Super Bowl
Super Bowl
Super Bowl shuffle. There's none of that.
Everything's shuffle. Yeah.
Well, there's no battle of the TV stars. Like, could you imagine?
2022 version of this is watching Tom Brady golf, which I can give a shit about. Like,
Yeah,
really,
like they don't have any, and it's presented by Capital One. Let's go!
Right.
Like
I don't wanna do
it's sports used to be a lot more fun.
It's because of, it's a point I've been revisiting quite a bit the last few weeks. It's provincial pride. It's because the rosters are so fluid now because of free agency, which of course you support if you're a human being, that people should have the freedom to go where they want to go and play. But as a fan, it
I think that
diminishes
we could find enough fun guys to do this, right? Tyreek Hill's always wants to run against like an animal. I think it's fine. All right. Let me ask you this, though. I'm going to read you 5 names. One of these guys didn't win the Superstars competition. All right?
Okay.
Martin, you could guess, but it would be a complete guess. Sheck might have a little knowledge here because he was alive during it. Willie Gault, Ronaldo Nehemiah, Mark Gastineau, Art Monk, Herschel Walker, who did not win.
Well, that's interesting. Art Monk makes no sense to be on that list, so he had to have won it. Mark Gastineau being on that list makes no sense, so he had to have won. You named the two Olympic athletes turned pro football players at the top. Makes sense it could be one or the other there, but I'm going to go with the big new senatorial candidate there, Herschel Walker.
I was about to say that was going to be my guess because as many reasons as Dave just made, Herschel Walker's in the news today.
Herschel Walker won in 1987 and 1988. Willie Galt won in 1989 and 1990. Ronaldo Nehemiah, this is something, won in 81, 82,
What the hell made you invoke Art
and
Monk?
86. Art Monk is the answer. Well, Gastineau, too. I thought that would do Gastineau 85. So there you go.
Mark Gastineau. I guess he did well in the weightlifting.
85.
Must have been dynamite at the tennis.
It's crazy that Nehemiah won 3 years in a row, then took a couple of years off, and then won in 86.
You're not going far enough back when our guys were winning. Lynn Swan and Tony Dorsey.
Didn't win.
What?
Didn't win. OJ's up there. He won in 75.
OJ who?
McDuffie. Kyle Rowe Jr.,
Howard?
76 and 77. Greg Pruitt, 79. Charles White. None of, I know. You would think some of the guys.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
88
And it went to 94. And then 98, 99. Yeah, they skipped some years, and then it was done in 2003. Bring it back. Bring it back instead of this nonsense. There you go.